Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the PASHLEY podcast, where laughter is the best medicine.
And pickleball is a close second.
And Monk is always the cutest. We actually just tilted the camera down a little bit more so that Monk could be in frame.
You can only see really half of his face, but you know what? It's a cute half of a face.
It's the cutest half. Hey, shout out to Sunil, who was here early.
Good job, Sunil.
He's in on the PASHLEY pod, hanging out, ready to go. He's settled and ready.
I bet he has some good questions already lined up today, and I can't wait to see what they are.
And also, Sunil, thank you for leaving us an IMDb rating for Breaking Pickleball. I'm sure it will get approved eventually. And good news, we just yesterday got approved for Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes. So now it feels super legitimizing.
That's right. 100% fresh.
Appropriate.
Also in the house, we already got
Newt Dog.
Newt Dog. We got the whole crew here. Wow, it's double click Wednesday for Patrick. I double clicked it too many times. Sorry about that.
Is that what day it is? I think you have a joke for us.
Well, I always have a Johnny joke. I mean, clearly that's part of what the show is. Now, Ashley, why does a chicken coop have 2 doors?
Why?
Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan.
Ooh, okay. Do I get where's the crowd? Oh,
I think that was what you wanted.
I don't think that it earned like a full crowd applause, but you know, the drum kick, that was perfect.
Yeah, that is correct. As long as it doesn't get a trombone, I'm safe for the rest of the show.
There are a lot of buttons on this board here, and I think I need a couple of like cue reminders of like, okay, is this one the trombone, or you know, I'll figure that out later.
Maybe you should just let me do the buttons.
I don't think so.
I think she's got them figured out, folks.
Don't count me down. Okay, so one thing that made me laugh is
wait a
this
second.
meme.
The transition is from me to you.
I know, but you missed it.
I did, folks. I missed the first transition.
At least I didn't publicly shame you about it.
You nailed it.
All right. So this meme cracked me up. My sister sent it to me. It's, of course, on Instagram, but you have to share the screen.
Sharing the screen.
To all of the trophies out there, this is for you.
I'm going to zoom in. Our Instagram trick is we zoom in here, then I got to refresh, and then I click.
That's not even it.
Is that it? Okay.
Did I link the wrong one?
I mean, I clicked the link that you gave me. Okay, your transitions are crushing, Ashley.
Oops.
But your links in the show notes are so far.
Yeah, I deserve that.
That's a callback.
I absolutely deserve that. Why don't you tell us what made you laugh in the meantime?
Okay, fair enough. I will tell you what made me laugh. This was a video that we made with Johnny, the Johnny from Johnny Jokes. And we made this video in the office, which is a great place to make Jigsaw Health videos. And the funny part is, well, aside from the video, we were going to have Johnny on the show today. And then this morning I found out, nope, we can't have Johnny on the show. You know why?
He's in Cancun.
He's in Cancun hanging out with his family. So instead, we now just get to have a great appearance of Johnny. So without further ado, let me share the screen again, presenting share screen. And this was a joke that happened just kind of randomly. So refresh to start at the beginning.
Why do I need collagen boost?
Well, if you don't eat the bones, tendons, ligaments,
Fading all over the place.
Shoot.
you might have to get your collagen.
The
from somewhere
audio's
else.
not coming through. We're going to get back to that in a moment. Do you have the right link now?
Well, I have this photo, but it is not the link for some
That's
reason.
fine.
So I messed that up.
We can show the photo.
Can you?
Yeah. Of
there
course
it
we
is.
can share. I'll zoom in. We're going to stop sharing.
You know, we were just bragging about how smooth the show went yesterday, and then, you know, here we go.
Okay, so we're going to now share the show notes. We'll just share the show notes. All right, Ash, you want to guide us through this meme?
I mean, I'm a trophy wife, but like a participation trophy. The dude. And, you know, it needs no further explanation. It's
Not
pretty
really.
hilarious just on its own. So, yes, that made me laugh out loud.
I love it. I'm going to give you a
Thank you.
Very good. The joke with Johnny, I feel like I should maybe save this.
Oh, no,
Or
do
just
it.
say
I
it.
mean, come on. We got to play it.
Okay. Well, the problem is we're not getting our audio coming through the board right now.
Well, then I guess we'll save it for later.
Are we going to need the audio later for any other things that we have?
I don't think so. I don't have any audio needs.
Okay, I think we're good. Moving on to the next segment then. Ash, what is one thing that you learned?
Besides the fact that we have not become experts at podcasting yet, one thing I learned is I follow Jim Quick on Instagram, and he is like a world-renowned like brain coach. He works with celebrities, and I mean, he has books and classes and courses and like how to optimize your brain health essentially. And he posted this cool thing on Instagram and is like just a little quick cheat sheet for when you're overthinking, write. When you're anxious, move. When you're tired, sleep. That's obvious. And when you're sad, exercise. These are just little ways to kind of hack yourself.
So if you find yourself and you're just thinking and thinking and thinking,
Yeah.
grab a pen or a keyboard and write it out. I don't like that because
Brain dump.
Jordan Peterson says, and I'm sure many other people say, writing is thinking. It's linear. So if you're going to explain something to someone, you can't explain it all at once. Or really you can, but it's in a linear progression. So writing is thinking. How to solve overthinking is by writing. Interesting.
Otherwise, the words just kind of stays trapped into your head. And
That's
if you
good.
can get it out, it's like, okay, release the demons.
So number 2, if you're anxious, move. So if you're stuck, you're sitting there on a subway car or a bus
Just
ride
exercise.
just exercise, just move.
Go on a walk, do something.
More likely for us, and has been true for me, sitting at my keyboard kind of stuck. Maybe I was overthinking and
I
then I
make
was
him go on a walk with me.
overwriting.
Yes.
So now I'm anxious. Okay, stand away, step away from the keyboard, move. Makes
Yep.
sense. If you're tired, sleep. That seems obvious, right?
Revolutionary.
Yeah, but sometimes I push it a little too far, probably. That makes sense. And then if you're sad, exercise. I love that.
Yeah. So
Well, one of the things that I learned, we talked about this on our walk today with the puppies. You reminded me of something. A conversation that I had with Morley Robbins, who is the creator of the Root Cause Protocol. That's rcp123.org. You can find all the steps of the Root Cause Protocol. He talks about how the body makes vitamin D. So most supplements that contain vitamin D3, that's not the active form. It's the, quote, storage form. And the body has to turn the storage form into the active form. So the body does that with 3 things. Number 1, sunlight. Ashley, yesterday you talked about the best time of day to get out and get sunlight is at noon, high noon.
that's when you get the most vitamin D.
Right. Number 2, cholesterol. Best form of cholesterol from eggs. Well,
I mean,
one
it's
of
a
the
great
best.
form. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the absolute best, but it's one of the best. And number 3, key ingredient, our favorite. What's our favorite mineral?
Magnesium.
That's right. Oh, sweet magnesium.
Darn right
Downright
regular. If you want to know the rest of the song, just call Jigsaw Health and ask to be put on hold.
Yes, good play. So I just got back some lab results, and my vitamin D in the last year went from a 37, which is healthy range, to a 57, which is really pretty darn
Optimal.
good.
Kicking ass.
And I don't take any vitamin D3 specifically as a tablet. It is found in our Jigsaw Health cod liver oil, naturally occurring in the cod liver oil, and it's the active form. So the really biggest thing that has changed is in 2022, when we opened the orchard at Jigsaw Health, where were we playing pickleball?
We were playing outside, and now we play mostly
And
inside.
we were playing inside, right? But So when I did the vitamin D test in February of 2023, and my numbers were like a 37, I had not been getting near as much sunshine because the orchard was brand new, and we were like, well, of course we're going to go play at the orchard.
Right.
So in the last 6 months or so, you and I have been a lot better about getting back out during the day to go do walks. And I'll, take my shirt off.
He's that guy.
Look, it's a neighborhood. It's a show for the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, I think they like it.
But
We live in a neighborhood
Yes,
full
they
of
do.
mostly elderly people. And I think that they just look at you and think, gosh,
yeah.
I remember when I looked like that.
Yeah, and then I went to the gym and got ripped. So just a reminder, number 3, those 3 ingredients: sunlight, cholesterol, healthy cholesterol, and magnesium. That's how you increase the levels of vitamin D. And I think also the Jigsaw cod liver oil, I'm sure, has helped me as well. It's also helped to lower my bad cholesterol.
So the moral of the story is, before you let your doctor put you on a synthetic D3 supplement, try those things to raise your vitamin D levels before you go to that, because it's a much better way.
Definitely.
Okay, let's talk about one thing
That you love.
One thing I love is I follow also on Instagram, The Secret. It's called I Love The Secret is the handle, and it's based on the book, The Secret. And they just posted something really beautiful today that I wanted to share. And it ties into what you said yesterday, Patrick, weren't you talking about when you're trying too hard to do something, you just need to like create art that you like? And that's really much better than trying to like come up with something that you think people are going to like. So when I saw this, it caught my eye. If you spend your time chasing butterflies, they'll fly away. But if you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you. When you focus on improving yourself, everything you want will come to you. We attract based on who we are, not what we want. So don't chase, attract. I mean, we've attracted like 2 viewers on our podcast. That's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
It's great. I mean, I'm having fun.
Well, these are the folks that get to watch it live.
Yes.
You're not counting the other 2 people that watch it on replay.
And Johnny just piped in from Cancun.
Is that Johnny? Our
and
Johnny?
take more vacations. That's great. It's got to be our Johnny.
Johnny?
We're going to pretend it is. I don't know if it is Johnny Kalos, but if it is, I hope you're having the best time in Cancun.
On that note, there's another question from Sunil. Are Johnny jokes essentially daddy jokes incognito?
Yes, I think you nailed it.
Well, moving on, something that I loved, Ash, you just created a secret morning drink campaign on Instagram leading to a recipe that you have been making for us. And the link is in the show notes to go to Jigsaw Health. The secret morning drink, I'll give you the recipe. It starts with 3 ingredients.
Well, tell the benefits first.
Oh, well, why don't you tell the benefits? This was your post. I loved it because I was like, oh, this is a super great recipe that I think people will get a lot of benefit from.
Well, first of all, it has 17 grams of protein, which is awesome. It's only like a 4-ounce glass of like orange juice, but it has Jigsaw Collagen Boost, 17 grams of protein right there, first thing in the morning. It has whole food vitamin C from acerola cherry. That's from the Jigsaw Adrenal Cocktail that you put in. And it's got Redmond's Real Salt and a really good amount, just under 400 milligrams of potassium. So I always drink this before I go to pour my first cup of coffee for the day. And actually, it keeps me from being hungry until probably 2.5 hours later. I mean, I usually drink this at about 6:30 a.m. and I usually eat breakfast about 9:30. So anyways, it's a great way to start your day and replenish after being, sleeping all night.
Yeah. So it's something that you make
That
every
you love.
morning for me, and I love it.
Oh, good. I'll keep it going.
Ash, what's something that you're digging?
Well, I would like to share another Instagram reel. Does this have sound?
It does. And I think I might have found a missing link here. So let's see if we can make the Instagram.
Gosh, it just seems like all I do
Audio
is spend
work.
time on Instagram. Sorry, guys, but it's a big world. And there's a lot of funny things on there.
And there's a lot of stuff that we've been working on. Okay, the good news is the audio is now coming through. We'll
Okay,
see if we get it going to our guests as well. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. We're going to go to this. You made a great reel this morning, and I was like, I like what you're doing here. All right, so refresh and...
Before I get coffee in the morning, I make myself an adrenal cocktail and come outside and get a little sunshine on my face. Lola does the same. Well, she doesn't have the adrenal cocktail, but she knows about the morning sunshine. And so does Monk. He always comes outside and sits in the sun. So I use Adrenal Cocktail by Jigsaw Health. It has whole food vitamin C. It has a whole bunch of potassium, 375 milligrams, and it's got Redmond's real salt. So good.
That was fantastic, Ash.
Thank you. It was one of my first reels. Yeah, I'm trying to get faster and more efficient at them.
Well, and you want to do it to where, going back to what I said yesterday, you're making content that you would like to consume. And what I specifically loved that you did is like, Lola loves the sunshine too. Lola does the same, although maybe not an adrenal cocktail.
Yeah, I mean,
just
it's
made me
just
laugh.
like, I just didn't want it to be scripted, you know? It was like, I'm just going to have fun with it.
Cannot script Ashley.
I mean, you can, but I don't recommend it because I won't follow the script.
No, she won't. I, on the other hand, am pretty darn good with a script. In fact, I'm
He's best with a script.
best with a script. If I have to memorize lines, folks, it's a nightmare. We're going to end up with a huge blooper reel, which can also actually turn into pretty good videos at times.
Speaking of Instagram, oh, go ahead.
Well, you remember what's coming to mind on the one video that we made for 4th of July?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Did you know that magnesium contains fireworks?
Yeah, no.
No.
Fireworks contain magnesium.
That's not correct. What's the opposite of a bell ding? Oh, no. It should be record scratch.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I should do. That's the opposite of the bell ding. Okay, we're figuring out the board. We got things figured out along the way. It's like, OSG, are we doing this right?
OSG certified.
Yes, we got it. Okay, OSG certified. We nailed it. So,
what else are you digging, Patrick?
well, what I've been digging, I've been working. So, folks, we kind of want to have this show help with business ideas. So if you have a business, if you're running a business and you're operating it and trying to figure out how to best utilize tools, one of the tools that we started using a while ago is ManyChat or ManyChat. I think
I like to call it Manny.
yeah. Thanks to what's that show?
Modern Family.
Modern Family. So ManyChat is a great tool for setting up automations like what you did. I think it actually probably just went live a few hours ago.
Yeah, it's live.
If you want to get access, so,
The recipe.
reply in the
Like
comments,
secret or whatever.
secret,
Yeah.
and we'll send you the link. Well, one of the things that does, we think, for the Instagram algorithm is it says, oh, this post is popular because people are commenting on it and liking it and interacting on it. So it helps to promote that post. And then on the ManyChat side, let me just present my screen because it'll maybe be fun to see what it actually looks like to do a ManyChat.
It's like a beautiful mind.
Oh, yeah, here we go. My secret morning drink. So here's what happens. And I know it's kind of hard to see this on the small screens and such, but
There are a lot of steps.
there's a lot of steps that happen. So when a user comments on the post, then it sends a message and asks them to follow us. If they follow us, then here's the link to the recipe. It then waits for a few hours and says, hey, did you check back? Did you try the recipe? And yes, no, and then sends them a link to buy the recipe, right? Because
The products in the recipe.
that's a better way of saying it. So it's a bundle of Jigsaw Adrenal Cocktail and Jigsaw Collagen Boost. And then if it doesn't, it sort of waits a little longer and sends this message again. I'm excited for you to try it. So I don't know. It's just something I've been digging because I feel like our social media presence could improve and get better. And that's just how
It's always a
we're
work in progress.
trying to make it happen here for you folks. So yeah.
Patrick's tip of the day.
Johnny, the Pashley podcast is worth taking a break from Cancun
Is
for.
it though?
Yeah. Well, Johnny, you were going to be on the show. We're going to have you on the show next week, and that will be perfect. So, Ash, what's some of the news? You want to cover those, or you want me to get those?
It seems like you want to. I want you to do it.
Well, great news. Breaking Pickleball has 9.7 stars on IMDb. Sunil said he wrote a rating, so we should be up to maybe 43, 44 stars. We appreciate everybody going to rate, and it only takes 2 seconds. You can log in using your existing Amazon account. You don't have to write a review. You can just rate it 10 stars. That'd be great. I think starting tomorrow, we're gonna be listed on Breaking Pickleball. Breaking Pickleball is going to be listed on Rotten Tomatoes, and let's hope we get 100% fresh.
Yes,
we'll see. Also, if you haven't, you can watch episodes 1 and 2 for free by going to breakingpickleball.com and just signing up with your email address. So I think that's pretty much the
news of the day.
Pretty much the show. Ash, anything else you want to add?
Sunil had a question.
Oh, let's get to the questions.
The type of paddle. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get to a pickleball, because pickleball is the second best medicine. Kevlar, carbon fiber, or a hybrid surface? What is your preferred pickleball paddle? Texture, surface of choice. Ashley?
I think a hybrid for me. I don't like a full carbon. I don't know. I feel like it's sometimes too soft.
Tell the audience what you've been playing with.
The Power Air, the Selkirk Power Air. So
That's
basically,
right.
I play with a board, but that wasn't one of the options.
Well, that paddle, which we call the Demolition, is your paddle. You've been playing with that. Well, you started playing with it 8 months ago. Played great.
And then I went rogue.
Matt Staggers, the general manager for the Tempe Tornadoes, was like,
he's like, you got to try this paddle.
Yeah.
You got to try this paddle. And then I bought like 5 paddles and tried them all. And I was getting frustrated with my game. And I thought my career in pickleball was over for a minute. And then I went back to my old Power Air demo, and my game is back just like that.
That's right.
It was lovely.
It was lovely. So that paddle does not have much surface texture on it. But as Ben Johns would say, it's about, the flick of the wrist. Actually, Matt Wright is technique. Really more the one that would say that. And speaking of Matt Wright, I play with the same paddle that he plays with, the Onyx, close. The Onyx Evoke Premier. I play with the 14 millimeter. He plays with the 12 millimeter.
So is that a hybrid surface?
No, that is the that's the carbon fiber surface as well.
It is full carbon fiber,
full on raw carbon fiber, baby.
Well, there you go, Sunil. That's today. Who knows? It could change.
Yeah.
But
last moment or last note, we're gonna be off. We're going to another PASHLEY Pod will be off until next Tuesday, May 21st. We're going to another cool event tomorrow.
A conference.
A little conference thing here locally, so we don't have to fly anywhere, and we can stay at home with the puppies, right, Monkey? Mm-hmm. All right, well, so folks.
Thanks for tuning in.
Please do subscribe, hit the like button, all those things that people tell you to do. We certainly appreciate it. And we'll see you again on Tuesday, May 21st.
Bye.
I think we did pretty good.
They're still listening.
I was a mess. Couldn't get a sentence out.
You're always a mess.
I think I have to know that I check the sound output. Check the sound output. Make sure the sound is working before we go live. Better move. Miss you too, Johnny K. Have fun in Cancun. Bye, everybody.